So long as TikTok's been around, well, we've had people reacting to the content we see on TikTok. And in today's video, as a business lawyer and business owner myself, I thought I would look up a few videos under the tag of small business mistakes on TikTok and react to those videos alongside you so that we could all learn from these mistakes. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Pam Matani. I'm a business lawyer and the founder here at Graphene Business Law, a virtual law firm where we offer services anywhere throughout the province of Ontario, Canada, and we service, of course, business owners and entrepreneurs such as yourself. If you're new to our YouTube, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below and also give this video a big thumbs up. Now, we're going to be clicking on these videos one by one. I'm watching them just like you here. Well, not quite for the first time, but it's been a while since I've shortlisted them. So basically watching them with you for the first time here. And after the videos, you know, TikTok videos are only a few seconds. I think some of these might be at the 20-30 second mark. And after the video runs, well, I'm going to run you through my opinion as a business lawyer and business owner that works with other business owners and sees both really amazing, innovative ideas all the time and some mistakes that actually can be quite costly and quite significant for business owners. So let's roll the first video.
My small business is failing. When I started this business last year, I remember not being able to keep up with orders. All of this started in a garage with a heat press. Within 3 months, we outgrew the garage and we moved into a warehouse space. Eventually, we found a manufacturer to screen print our hoodies, which saved us a lot of time. I thought this year would be the same. We'd be as busy as ever and our company would continue to grow. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We just received 2,000 hoodies from our manufacturer. This was a huge investment, and I know these hoodies aren't for everybody, but I just need a little bit of help finding the right audience.
All right, I'm going to stop the video here and we're going to turn it back on and you and I are going to have a conversation about what just happened in this video. First of all, obviously this video is very high level. We don't know a lot of details about her business, so I can't, provide any commentary in too much detail myself. But the big picture I'm getting here is that the small business owner started a business, looks like some sort of clothing shop, and with maybe quirky quotes on it or something to that effect. And she saw some success in her first year, it looks like. And what I'm getting from her shock of how she's not as successful in the second year is that the logic there, or lack of, was that she thought, okay, we did well year 1, we're gonna do well year 2, we're gonna do well year 3. This is a good forever business. That's a huge mistake. In the first year of her business, arguably about a year or 2 ago, right? Assuming this video is like hot off the press, which it might not be, don't quote me on that, but assuming some relevancy or assuming some currency to this video, the fact of the matter is that the world, when she put this business out, was like totally upside down. I mean, arguably this product of hers would have come out during peak COVID years. And for whatever reason, people went into a lot of niches and into a lot of quirky interests during COVID years because, well, we had to keep ourselves busy and to differentiate ourselves from the next, hopeless guy next door. So maybe her hoodies were a way of doing that, who knows? And I don't see any metrics, like not one single metric is discussed in this video other than how many units she's sunk her costs into and how many units she has yet to sell. I don't see any, like she projected anything here. I don't see any projected growth. I don't see any attempts to sort of navigate the future of her business successfully. I don't see any rational growth predictions. I don't see that, she thought we're going to sell X number next year based on this year, other than just duplicate exactly everything that happened in the first year. It's a huge mistake. We've talked in this channel about how 75% of businesses fail in their first 10 years. And by the way, that's not to say that many of those businesses, much like hers, couldn't have had a good day under the sun, right? I think it's a song by Miguel that says, life is whatever, but every dog has its days. this dog might have had its days, but now it's time to maybe, take it behind the barn. I don't know. With this complete lack of metrics around her business, this is totally what not to do. Don't just be excited by the fact that something went well for your business and think that that's going to be the way that it goes forever. Could be if, a lot of different metrics and computations you've partaken in are supporting that. It could be. But to just, blink and copy and paste a successful business year after year is not the way to go. And this, quite frankly, comes across as naive more than anything. And now she's begging for the right audience. Well, who's to say that even if you do sell through these hoodies, that you're not going to be going through the exact same issue, putting a video out in the third year. I don't see any logic here. So that's a big mistake. Let's watch the second video.
I'm the owner of a 6-figure dog accessories brand, and here are 3 things that I would never, ever do as a new small business owner. Number 1, you don't need to be offended when your friends or family don't buy from your small business. They are most likely not your target audience, and that's a good
Okay, I'm going to pause right there because any business owner and any successful business owner knows that literally your biggest haters are going to be the people you thought were your friends. And there's psychology behind that as well. It's not to hate, I'm not going to mention names. I won't even make up names because chances are somebody in my friend group has those names. But it's not to say that X and Z and Y, these 3 individuals, have a particular burning hate for you and they're particularly bad people. It's psychology. So in other words, X, Y, and Z would have hated you and been jealous of you no matter the circumstances. For example, once I took a psychology course from Yale University, so, a school with some repute to it, and the professor discussed how if somebody won a lottery and that person was in the same country as you, you'd be more jealous than if that person was in another country. If they were in the same city as you, you'd be increasingly more jealous because, man, it could have been you. There's that tiny chance. If that lottery winner was on the same street as you, man, you would go berserk. That really could have been you this time. So I do think that psychology projects to, in other words, I've seen content around in the, small business community, how everybody preaches about support your friends, but everybody goes mute the second it's time to actually support your friends. What she's talking about is a well-known phenomena. You've got hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of people on your socials or whatever the case may be, and then you see the support you're actually getting and you're like, damn, I ain't got one single friend. Okay, and chalk it up to psychology. It's not you, it's them. So her first point I agree with, but I think she's being a little too soft about it with they're not your target audience. They don't need to be your target audience to support you and make one support sale or one support buy.
Number 2, please don't ask other small businesses who their manufacturers or suppliers are. We spend a lot of time and money, in the thousands, getting different samples from different suppliers to make sure it's perfect for our product. It's not gatekeeping. It's just respecting the time that small business has put into researching and getting their product made.
Okay, now I think I remember why I shortlisted this video, because what she's listing as mistakes, I think some of these items it's a mistake of her on her end to think this is a mistake. Asking somebody else about their resources is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can ask me anything you want. There is nothing wrong with asking a question, so long as obviously it's not offensive or inappropriate, and hopefully in 2023 we have some understanding of what could constitute an offensive or inappropriate type of question. But, asking somebody who their supplier is, I don't think there's anything wrong with you asking, but keep in mind, just as so you might be not entitled, but you're allowed to ask questions. That individual you're asking the question of is also allowed to not answer your question. Or even worse, you can get into a situation where somebody feels so awkward they end up lying to you, and there's an even bigger mess created that way. But long story short, I don't think, again, so long as it's not inappropriate or offensive or illegal, that there is anything wrong with allowing yourself to ask a question. And I don't agree with this second bit being a mistake. I mean, for all you know, you ask somebody a question about a pain point of yours and you have an answer to a question of theirs, and what a beautiful way to grow with a fellow business owner. So I don't agree with this. Again, I'm going to pause one more time because I think she has a misconception of what respecting time is. To me, a lot of our clients and a lot of people in my life in general are very appreciative of the efficiency I bring, like the efficient perspective I bring into cost analysis, business, analysis, all of that, and respecting someone's time. I don't know if that's the way to word that. At the end of the day, if that person gives you exactly what you're looking for in a 10-second conversation, we'll talk about efficiency as opposed to you crashing and burning over the course of the next 10 years. And if you can give them a little bit of nugget that they're looking for, a little bit of golden nugget, to be clear, not chicken nugget, you've both saved each other years, and that's beautiful efficiency.
Number 3, I know it's really tempting to copy other people's work. It could actually lead to a really bad reputation for your small business because people are going to know that product is going to look really disjointed in your catalog because you're copying it from another brand that has a whole other vibe, a whole other audience.
Okay, I'm going to stop there. Again, I think that's pretty naive of her to say that copying someone's look, don't copy it just because it's going to look bad. I mean, why you perhaps shouldn't copy things is because it's going to lead to a bunch of legal implications for you, or it could lead to a bunch of damages and financial repercussions for you, and of course it could lead to reputational damages for you. But that being said, without naming any names, do we all know companies that copy from, including really big companies that copy from small producers all the time? Yeah, we all do, and these are like $100 million brands, $1 billion brands. So clearly it's a way to get your checks paid to some extent. Not condoning it, but I'm just saying, I think again her viewpoint's a little naive here, but for what it's worth, interesting. She, gave us 3 of what she thinks are mistakes there, and here we are commenting on all of those 3. So we have the last video that I'm just pulling up here.
This mistake cost us thousands of dollars in my business. I run a female entrepreneur subscription box and have quite a large membership. Each month we send out different types of boxes. One of the boxes for a particular month included this sparkling drink. It's one of my faves, delicious, 0 calories. So boxes got all sent out, and then we started to get a lot of members emailing us saying the drink had leaked everywhere, like over everything. We were even getting boxes sent back from Ozpost before they even got to their destination because the box was all
Okay, I think that's a pretty good thumbnail and a pretty good spot to stop the video. To me, this is a classic category of mistake, and honestly, I look to this from a different perspective. You can be pretty, there's the people that see the trees and the people that see the forest. I think of myself as a forest type of person, which again enables me to be pretty efficient in my dealings, professionally or personally. I think it would be a mistake to look to this as a unique single item packaging error. I think this speaks to a bigger picture, perhaps a bit of naivety, a bit of, I don't want to say stupidity, because at the end of the day, I get the sense that this business owner is trying. I don't think there was any ill play here or any attempt to cut corners, but I don't think it's the most intelligent thing. For example, if in this entrepreneurship box, she's packing, like agendas or stickies or stationery, or since it's for females, maybe some face cream, maybe some, perfume, maybe something that gender may associate with. Obviously can't speak on behalf of all females. And, but that's very different from her, what it sounds like, shipping her first ever, not just drink, but carbonated beverage, to have exploded like that. And I think that's an error and a total error in judgment in consulting the right professionals, right? So something like this, maybe there was somebody with a science background that we needed to do a one-time consultation with here. Same as when, with finances, you do a consult with an accountant. With legalities, of course, you do a consult with a law firm. If you're a business owner, preferably a business law firm. Hello. Like I said here, Graphene Business Law, that's all we do. It's literally in our title. So looking for the right professionals, I think, is a sign of maturity. And the fact that I don't get the sense that they even thought of that. I think her takeaway from this is oh my God, fizzy drink goes boom. But the real takeaway is no, we should have consulted a packing specialist with some sort of scientific background as to these products and, mass and weight and the physical parameters and possibilities of what could go wrong with this product. I mean, looking from the boxes, like this product was literally just like packed dry in a box. Would have needed some padding most likely, maybe its own additional carton. It was just, I don't want to say a raw box because there's no such thing as or a raw bottle because there's no such thing as a cooked bottle, but it was just a bottle thrown in there. And again, it's not that she as a business owner is expected to know how everything in the world packs. I don't think anybody knows that, but you should know when to ask for help. And to me, this is a classic example because now it's cost her however many hundreds or thousands of boxes. Okay. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it brought to this channel what so many other channels are putting out there in terms of reacting to TikToks, because yes, of course, there's an active business community on TikTok itself. And if you like this kind of video, please go ahead and let us know in the comments, because of course, I can make more, we can make more. And if you hated this video, tell us that as well. And of course, if you're a business owner watching this video, go ahead and let us know if any of these mistakes you've experienced yourself, or if any additional mistakes that you think everybody else could benefit from. Go ahead and leave that in the comments as well. Thank you for watching. As I mentioned, please give this video a big thumbs up and click on the subscribe button down below. Of course, if you're a business owner or entrepreneur in the province of Ontario, Canada watching this video and you require legal assistance in either launching, growing, or maybe even concluding your business, you know where to find us. graphenebusinesslaw.ca is our website, and our email is info@graphenebusinesslaw.ca. Thank you for watching.